Okay, here we are. And which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones?
Right now, Donald Trump.
So, just for the record, I don't spend a lot of time watching Fox News or the BS Factory, as CNN's Jim Acosta more colorfully dubbed them this weekend. Personally, I prefer my news and information to be grounded in reality rather than monetizing my amygdala to keep me on edge and buying my pillows in gold. However, according to Media Matters, The Root, Crooks and Liars, and others who watch Fox News so you don't have to, at least 3 times in the last month, well, Tucker Carlson referred to moi as the race lady. The race lady. Why would he call me that?
Are you stupid?
The race lady. Why would he call me that? I mean, I used to run track in high school.
Looking to get a competition underway.
I mean, I used to run track in high school.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
The race lady. Why would he call me that?
Most cable news shows are pretty varied. They cover a lot of topics. But over on MSNBC, Joy Reid's show is the exception. Her show has only one topic.
A woman that likes to suck penis. A woman that likes to suck penis.
So what else could it be? What else could it be? Shithole.
How everyone who disagrees with her is a racist.
The race lady. Why would he call me that?
It's been no secret that Trump harbors racist attitudes about brown and black people in the U.S. and other parts of the world. But if somehow they manage to stumble into the Supreme Court, do any of you guys trust Uncle Clarence and Amy Coney Barrett and those guys to actually follow the letter of the law? No. I mean, it is a completely politicized Supreme Court. I compared DeSantis to former Alabama Governor George Wallace. Now, it's a comparison that I've made to Donald Trump in the past. But whereas Trump talked a lot like George Wallace, even using violent rhetoric against protesters at his rallies, DeSantis is actually governing like the former Alabama governor. Grapple every day with what it means to have a president stained by racism.
Well, that's the whole show, really. Every week, so there's no need for you to watch, though you might be tempted.
Shithole countries. Why would he call me that?
But when you're Joy Reid, the answer to every question, no matter what it is, bigotry!
That is correct. That is correct.
This past weekend, she melted down completely over a joke the president told about Nancy Pelosi. Watch.
He reportedly also said that Nancy Pelosi has been trying to come up with a line as good as lock her up. And that her line, says Donald Trump, that she announced last week is mow the grass. Mow the freaking grass. That isn't going to stop MS-13. Mow that freaking grass. That sounds like an aspersion or a slap at immigrants, at Mexican Americans. At least that's how I'm reading it.
At least that's how I'm reading it. Of course you're reading it that way. Of course, back in reality, Trump was just ridiculing Pelosi over a proposal that the border can be kept secure with proper lawn care.
We all have a responsibility to protect our borders. Should there be fencing? Should there be technology? Should they mow the grass so that people can't hide in it?
Mow that freaking grass.
More serious structure might be necessary where fencing will do. We're mowing the grass so that people can't be smuggled through the grass.
Mow that freaking grass.
So is Pelosi the secret grand wizard? We'll see if Joy Reid denounces her. I'm sure she'll denounce us, too. Can't wait.
Shithole.
Well, Joy Reid, the race lady over on MSNBC, took a quick break from haranguing Whitey yesterday.
Did he say Whitey?
He took a quick break from haranguing Whitey yesterday.
Oh, honey, Tuckums. Is this really about me fixating on race, or is it about you fixating on race? Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to try to say that Black Lives Matter rallies, where at some point at night, somebody, threw a Molotov cocktail at a police car, is exactly the same thing. And now I know for my team here, can you guys get me the video of Black Lives Matter storming capitals. Just get me the video right now of Black Lives Matter storming capitals. And oh, I'm sorry, that doesn't exist.
Shithole.
Black Lives Matter activists stormed the Oklahoma State Capitol yesterday, and as you can see, they got in.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
For my team here, can you guys get me the video of Black Lives Matter storming capitals? Just get me the video right now of Black Lives Matter.
BLM rioters stormed the Oklahoma Capitol yesterday, protesting several GOP-backed bills, including a bill that aims to protect police and their families from doxing. Oklahoma Patrol escorted them out. Nobody in the media called this an insurrection, by the way.
One by one, members of Black Lives Matter shared their frustration for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
I'm coming for his job. It's done.
The video right now of Black Lives Matter storming capitals. And oh, I'm sorry, that doesn't exist. There isn't any of that. The race lady. Why would he call me that? But just on another suite of lies, and this was on race. The race lady. Donald Trump is now trying to recycle the super predator lie and use it against Joe Biden. Joe Biden never said super predator.
It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. We should focus on them now. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now.
Joe Biden never said super predator.
And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created.
One more, and then I will stop.
No, you don't have to stop.
This pigs in a blanket, this pigs in a blanket frying like bacon lie about Black Lives Matter has been galling me since the people on the right started throwing it out there. They are basing that on a march for Eric Garner in New York.
Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon.
In Minnesota, chants from Black Lives Matter protesters are drawing disgust from police.
A march for Eric Garner in New York. 40,000 people marched because of the outrage over the choking death of Eric Garner.
The protesters took to the streets Saturday in St. Paul outside of the state fair, yelling, quote, pigs in a blanket, fry 'em like bacon. And
the race lady. What's ironic here is that marchers were being protected by the very officers targeted in the chant.
I actually covered that march. I walked almost the entire length of that march, and I faded to the back sometimes. I went to the front sometimes. You can see it on my Instagram.
So shut up!
You weirdly, as you did in that montage, threw in my attending Harvard. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm sensitive to this stuff, but it felt kind of like a dog whistle. I mean, did you want to go to Harvard? Did they reject you? And you think, oh, yeah, they let the race lady in. Blah, affirmative action. Blah.
Found an amazing series of old blog posts that, as far as we can tell, have received basically no media attention. The person who wrote them looks in retrospect like a prophet calling for America First policies at least a decade before Donald Trump entered politics. In the days after Hurricane Katrina, for example, the blogger in question suggested that native-born Americans, not, quote, low-paid Mexican workers, ought to rebuild the city of New Orleans. In 2006, the blogger said this about her television viewing habits, quote, I love Lou Dobbs. His show has become required viewing around my house. The blogger largely agreed with Lou Dobbs on immigration. Quote, flying the Mexican flag on U.S. soil strikes me as incredibly presumptuous and insulting to the U.S. The blogger went on to argue that illegal immigrants to this country are not coming here because they embrace our ideals. They're coming for money, which they then send back to Mexico. And she made a pretty clear-headed, evidence-based case for that. In a 2005 post, the same blogger attacked Democrat Howard Dean for using racist, anti-white rhetoric in a speech, quote, tagging the other side, the Republicans, as the party of whitey.
Did he say whitey?
The party of whitey may sound just like the way to get these minority voters back, but it so misses the point. The blogger later scolded Howard Dean for insulting Christians and white Americans. Who wrote all that? We could give you time to guess, but you'd never guess. Believe it or not, it seems like the author of what I just read was Joy Reid, the now totally dogmatic, race-baiting MSNBC weekend host. According to the Internet Archive, Joy Reid apparently posted those views on her now-defunct blog more than a decade ago. She wouldn't do that now. MSNBC would fire her right away for the crime of independent thinking. It's possible that Reid will claim those posts were written by a mysterious hacker. She's claimed that before, the last time she got caught with embarrassing blog posts. Maybe she'll blame the entire thing on Vladimir Putin himself or maybe she'll do the unexpected and admit that there was a time before the revolution currently in progress when she was actually kind of smart and reasonable. We await her explanation.
I am your voice.
Did he say Whitey?